Hi Saggies, hi, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot. Sorry, got a hair right there. And these messages are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you, my dear Saggies. Yes, how are you, my friends? I hope everyone is safe and well. Let me start off by saying how much I appreciate your comments. And I just read some of your comments, like from a Libra reading. So in case any Libras are watching, thank you so much. But in general, you have no idea how much they uplift me sometimes. You know, when you're writing something nice, it's just like, wow. I mean, how do I say? When I'm not feeling so swell, it's just such encouragement for me to continue like on my own path because doing that spiritual work, and this is very much tying into your reading, this is why I'm saying it too. When you are on the spiritual path, it's just stuff is going to hit you sometimes that you didn't see coming, you don't know how to deal with it, and then you just have to work through it. But you also are very aware of that you're not just doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for the community. So it's much the same when Libras are writing awesome comments over there, and your reading I'm doing next, which is Sagittarius naturally. I mean, Scorpio I already did, but now Sagittarius. And they did it and you benefit from it. It's like, I don't know if I would have done your reading today or with that kind of a feeling. You know what I mean? So don't underestimate your own influence, the influence you have in the negative as well as the positive, right? So thank you so very much. I appreciate that. All right. That being said, if you want to win the 20-minute free private reading with Spirit and myself, just subscribe to the channel and say that you did so below, or write something else that will let me know that you would like to win the reading. All right. The winner for September's reading was SJ1122. Hi. It was my pleasure reading for you. All right. Oh yeah, nice. Nice. Already pre-shuffled all of your cards. 2 guardian angel cards are out already. One I can see, which says inspiration. Inspiration, exactly, right? And the other one I can't see yet, that's for the extended. It's a general reading. Please only take, wow, they want to talk, what resonates with you, Saggies, and leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else. It's not gender specific, nor is it time specific. Whenever the message reaches you, it's yours at that time. Also for my channel, it's rather go with your gut, go with your intuition here. You know, whenever a title is really, you feel drawn to a reading or to a title, just watch it. There may be message in it for you, no matter if it's your sign or not, because we have a lot of signs that we're healing, yes, that we're unaware of, Sagittarius, in our chart. Another one, yeah. Whoa, did you see that? Another one, yes, here it is. Oh, wow, yes. All right. Okay, they want me to read to you the inspiration card first, which I will do. A wave of inspiration and a stream of beautiful ideas are about to enter your aura, Sagittarius. It is important that you trust your intuition at this time. Pay attention. Oh my God. Ah! Okay. All right, calm down. All right. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. All right. It is important that you trust your intuition at this time. This is your first card. Couldn't be more intuitive. Pay attention to unusual thoughts that come to your mind and do not discount your imagination. Many wonderful ideas which have served humanity were initially scoffed at or ridiculed. We, your guardian angels, will help you discover ways to apply your ideas and manifest new realities for your life. That is beautiful. And again, it's so funny because, as you know, I'm not always reading these in the beginning, but when they tell me to, and with the Queen of Cups, your first card out, again, it couldn't be more intuitive and it couldn't be more receptive either. You're totally receiving stuff, but only because you're in the receptive mode. Since it's your first card out, it's the strongest. It kind of sets the tone for the whole reading here, Sagittarius, right? She's also perfect wife, good mother, if that applies. Not gender specific, right? Perfect husband, perfect father, right? Good father. Awesome. Wow, highly intuitive either way. Yeah. so nice, so kind too, right? That's a lot of positivity that I'm getting with this card. Ever so kind to others, ever so kind to others. And Sagittarius has such a wonderful energy in general because you guys are such explorers, right? You want to get to know the world. You maybe really are drawn to traveling, right? And seeing things, exploring things, but you also have very strong willpower and a sense of independence. And I, for one, appreciate that very much because, because it's just you're there, you love someone. For example, my beautiful son is Sagittarius, so it's like when he wants to cuddle, he'll be there and cuddle, but other times he just doesn't want that because he wants his freedom, and that's cool too. And I really appreciate that because he lets me know, and it's okay, right? It's totally fine, and I know he loves me regardless. And I think, and I don't know why I'm mentioning this here, but it must be part of the reading where sometimes people misunderstand a Sagittarius here. It's so kind, right? So kind. And sometimes yet, with a Fool card, being burned by something, right? Being burned by something here with, and that started you off on a journey here, maybe exploring different ways of doing things. And since we just said traveling, could also be that you're indeed traveling, if not on the outside, then definitely on the inside, right? Doing that internal journey. And I'm now getting, wow, in my, Lord, what are you doing, Saggies? Like my, I don't know if it's the muscle or it's, oh my God, does one of you or several of you have like a toothache or something, some nerve? It's really, and I'm just feeling like a fraction of what you're feeling. That's intense. That's the right side. So a toothache or something about a nerve or the jawline here or something. But it kind of helps if I like stroke it this way. So it could be like a muscular kind of thing from tension. Whew, thank God that's, guys, please, please. So anyways, coming back to the misunderstanding, sometimes people misunderstand your sense of freedom for maybe that you're not loving, or maybe that you are, but you are very, very loving. You're very kind. You just need your freedom as well, right? And that's a part of that. And I see that in the Fool card reflected here, being burned by something in the past, but that triggered a transformative process here for you. And you're well on your journey because they're showing me not just the beginning, but somewhere up here. And there are 3 pathways that you can take. So maybe you're at a crossroads here, Sagittarius. Also something that is coming through very strongly is like nurture yourself. Make sure your batteries are charged. Do something else for a little bit, like not just the job or where you're headed. You're very focused, or you seem to be very focused here on whatever it is that you're doing, a project, yourself, maybe the others, the community, whatever it is for you. Make sure you set some time aside for yourself here and nurture yourself. For example, go visit a museum, or maybe you have just visited a museum and you came back and you're just like, wow, that was so cool, and you're inspired and recharged by that, right? That's super important here. Okay, cool. Yeah, you definitely had to leave a situation that had come to the point, or a relationship of deterioration, like completely. Either you left or you were made to leave. Either one of those. But that was painful for you. Again, that I'm getting that burning sensation. And it's also like splitting ways, because we have a divine feminine and divine masculine, which have reversed colors, strangely enough, because usually the blue is the feminine actually and the red is the masculine, contrary to what we have gone on like socially, right? It's the other way around, at least from my understanding. So it's like a splitting, like two apart, and it has to do with that intersection here where you just have to make a decision, and it looks like you're walking away from it and going your way, and that leads you directly, my dear Sagittarius, to the Star card, which is witch fulfillment. Oh, are some witches present by any chance? Male or female witches? That's funny. Wish fulfillment. Of course they are. I know who. Hi. I love you. I know who. That's so cool. Oh man. All right. It's healing, of course, too. It is healing. There's also a stargazing going on. Like there's a need, and it comes through stronger lately for the signs, where it's just like you need to check your chart because there's so much in there. There's so much information in there, and if it's not your chart, then it's Akashic records. It's there's so much in there. It's a call for you to go explore, which is your specialty, right? Exploring and finding out, finding the sense in life, all these things, right? It's also something about reciprocity that is being healed and a mutual understanding. And it's also, since she's being naked, it's also very much a being stripped bare kind of a process, but only to be clothed in something different, in something very different that suits you so much better, Sagittarius, okay? And that's often why things break away. Either we understand that by ourselves and we're just like, all right, I need to let this go, whatever it is, person, job, relationship, whatever it is, friendship, or spirit is somehow pushing us that way because we need to fulfill our life's purpose. We need to learn our life's lessons, and that's what this is about. And trust me, in your chart, there's so much about where you're going, where you're coming from. You can also learn about past lives from your chart. Some of you may know this, or you may have gotten your chart interpreted lately or ever, you know. Wow, there's a lot in there for you. A lot in the emotional world. She has one leg in the water, which is very much like you exploring your emotions, your internal world here. And look who you're finding there, the King of Swords, which is all about speaking your truth and speaking so very eloquently, right? And it's all about expressing what's in your head, really, right? But speaking it too, not just leaving it there. That's the cool thing about it, because that's where the misunderstanding sometimes comes in, and the miscommunication, because we're not speaking according to our core truths. And you may just have come into a major core truth. There may have been revelations made to you, Sagittarius. If they haven't been made, they will very shortly. We have 3 major moon cycles in October. October is quite significant. Definitely. We have 2 full moons and 1 super new moon on the 16th and on the 31st. The other one we already had, the full moon. So there's a lot going on, like, and the moon is all about secrets and revelations, right? Things are being brought to the surface for us to look at, and what I feel is real core truths about yourself, about the way you view the world, possibly, and about you speaking them too, finally. That's awesome. Really cool stuff. Really good stuff. All right, let's see what the Wildwood Tarot has to say. Thank you. Oh, I love it. Let me see what else. Thank you. Oh, wow. That's what I thought. I didn't say it. I'm going to tell you in a second what I meant. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, yeah. And we're going to make some room over here for another. Yeah. Yes! Yee! 10 of Vessels. Yes, mate. Yes. All right. So, are you ready? All right. So you have the forest lovers. Yes, indeed, the forest lovers with the number 6. Yeah, number 6. I didn't want to say anything stupid. Number 6, right? Which is highly successful, very, very successful. And this is so interesting because remember when I said these two were parting, so maybe we were talking about like a strong soul bond here, and I actually almost said with the Queen of Cups here, maybe you were married with that veil, because they drew my attention to the veil, but I didn't want to say it at the time, but now I do. There you go. So you may have even been married to this person, but it somehow broke apart. Again, since this is a general reading, take it as it applies, please. Could also have been like a friendship. right? But with a strong soul bond, someone you had to walk away from. And maybe you have had, this is very specific, like a real nice celebration in the forest, like that's where you gotten married. It's also your connection to nature. Your connection to nature, and also about the divine feminine, divine masculine, internal, excuse me, please, internally, right? And how that connection can be enhanced through the connection to nature, right? Wow, that's amazing. And through grounding yourself and really getting in touch, like with your hearts, there's a true heart connection. A true heart connection. Your next card is the Five of Bows, which is empowerment. That's all about the masculine. The warrior, Aries energy with that, right? Yeah, total empowerment. And it's not so peaceful anymore, right? It's just like maybe you had to take on a more masculine stance for a while here. And I mean, like internally, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, but internally, really bring that out, that warrior kind of a spirit, in order to get through some things that have happened here for you, and not be in this receptive kind of a mode that we talked about in the beginning, right? Maybe you just had to take that step back and allow the masculine energies to really take the front here, because the Eight of Stones really speaks to me, especially with the Wildwood Tarot. It says skill on it. That really talks to me about work. Like, you've put in a lot of hard work. That candle keeps burning me. That's so funny. I'm just like there. So maybe that's your energies as well, where with the Fool card, right, where you keep getting burned by those energies because they're still there, kind of present, especially with a strong soul bond such as this one, and they all serve their purpose. Like I've experienced that myself, when you have such strong bonds with people, and then it doesn't work out for some reason, but then later, like years later, I'm not saying you're going to suffer for years, I'm not saying that here, although you could have, like up until a certain point, and then you realize, wow, that's why we were paired up, to prepare for this and that, to get to this and that point. It'll totally make sense, and it'll be like when a circle like this is closing out, it is the most beautiful, wonderful thing that you can imagine. Like, I've cried tears of joy with closing out of circles like this, and you gain a very much deeper understanding of why you are here. Again, revelations, right? And a deeper understanding of the other person too, and then that switches, and then everything like in the past has a different kind of spin to it because of that, if that makes any sense. So that's quite profound here. And with skill is you going at it, like you being really resourceful, real skillful, and that time to yourself. Maybe you've been like a bit of a lone wolf, a bit of a loner, really focused on work just to get through that time, was really beneficial to you here, Sagittarius, because you've become like masterly skillful, a master of your craft here, Sagittarius, all right? And that is being acknowledged here too. Yeah. Maybe not having much material stuff, but you still made it work, right? You still made it work. Right. I have 3 more cards here, which for time reasons, I'm going to interpret over on Vimeo and Patreon. And you're extended, if you're interested, you can follow me over there. It's still 20% off. Check that out if you like. Patreon's got a new edition now too, which I really recommend checking out, which is food for thought. And the other thing is conversations in all honesty. So yeah, if you're interested, go check out Patreon as well. Okay, right. I really hope this was insightful and or helpful to you, my friends, and I'll either see you over there or next time. Links in the caption down below. Bye, Saggies.